Hey everyone. Alright, let's jump into some quadratic functions and transformations examples. I'm going to go over a few things, some quick tips for vertex form. So let's jump right in. If you need to, feel free to stop the video, pause the video at any time to help you out. We're going to jump right in. So the first we have the vertex form, but I went ahead and gave it to you. It is f of x equals a times the quantity x minus h quantity squared plus k. So we're going to identify the vertex, the axis symmetry, the maximum minimum value, and the domain range. It's actually all given to us by this formula. You can use this formula kind of as a baseline to find everything else. So the vertex is it's going to be the opposite of whatever h is, comma k as a point. Remember, your vertex is a point. It's a point on the parabola where the vertex be where my two, I guess, wrists are meeting. If it goes up or if it goes down. Can't really do this without like bending down. There we go. You guys can see that, I think. I have no idea. I hope you can. So that's my vertex. It's negative hk opposite h. Keep that in mind. A lot of you will get thrown off with the negatives, so keep that in mind with that. The axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry is a line. It's x equals, and it's x equals negative h. Also, your minimum or your maximum is going to be whatever your k value is in this case. Domain for your parabolas are going to be all going to be the same. The domain is going to be all real numbers. Parabolas are interesting in their behavior. The reason that the domain is all real numbers is because at no point in this formula up here are we dividing by 0. When we start dividing, that's when we have to exclude things from the domain. And the range is either one of two things, depending on if you have a max or a min. It's either all real numbers greater than or equal to k, or it's all real numbers less than or equal to k. And it depends on whether you have a minimum or a maximum. If you have a minimum, then it's going to be the top one, all real numbers greater than or equal to k, because you think a minimum in the graph, your range, all your values are going to go up above that. And then if it's maximum, then it's going to be all real numbers less than or equal to k. So now we're going down below. Let's put this into practice. And boop. So here we go. Here's my vertex form. It's f of x equals negative 3 times the quantity x minus 7 squared minus 8. So my vertex is positive 7, negative 8. My axis of symmetry is x equals 7. To figure out if it's a minimum or maximum, you need to look to the front. See how that's negative. Since that's negative, I know that this is then going to open downward. If it opens downward, then I'm going to have a maximum. So my maximum is going to be at negative 8. I need my domain. My domain is all real numbers. And my range. Because it's a maximum, I know it's going to be all real numbers less than or equal to negative 8. There you go. Now we have this next example. The vertex form is f of x equals negative x minus 1 squared, quantity squared plus 4. Again, this is going to be a maximum because this is a negative. Actually, you know what? Let's have a different one. Let's change it. So I'm going to change it to positive. That way we actually have a minimum this time. My vertex is going to be 1, 4. It's always the opposite. Your vertex is the opposite of whatever that is right there. So because it's a negative one, then it becomes a positive one. your axis of symmetry is x equals 1. Here, in this case, this point, because I changed it, we're opening up now. Got a cup, we're opening up now. Then it's going to be a minimum. If it helps you off to the side, you can write opens up, opens down, depending on what you need. My minimum is going to be 4. Again, later on we'll start talking about maximum and minimum as points. However, for the time being, go ahead and just write it as that. Then my domain. All possible x values are going to be all real numbers. And then my range. In this case, it's going to be all real numbers. Because it's a minimum, it's going to be all real numbers greater than or equal to 4. Greater than or equal to 4. That's it, guys. Hope these examples helped a little bit. This is pretty much what the homework was about, minus the graphing part. Hopefully you get the graphing. If you get stuck with graphing, remember make a table and to use your vertex as your middle number. And then go to below, to above. You should be good to go. Alright, well, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Go in for the fist bump.